It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1824, recorded Thursday, March 25th, 2021. Not so Grater, Tater Grater. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has a whole new studio, new monitor, new audio interface, new light, and I have the last of my productivity gadgets and no tech issues this episode of the Giz Wiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, here he is, our chief technical gadgeteer, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing great. Doing very good.
No, you are the technical person. I mean, with you came in last week and took over my computer and did wonderful things and got the mic working. We had terrible mic problems last week, but fortunately, I was talking to Leo and I said, Leo, can I, in addition to my gadget, can I ask you a question on the show? And he said, oh, absolutely. So I did my gadget and I said, here's my question. Last week during the Giz Wiz, we had terrible audio problems. Chad took control of my computer. He said, you let Chad run your computer? I said, the question is, he got a driver that works on the old blackjack. And he said, the blackjack we sent you? And I said, yeah. He said, that's like 10 years old.
We know. He said, it doesn't work with Windows 10 anymore.
I know. He said, you know, you need a new interface. He said, we've been sending our hosts the Focusrite 2i2, and you should get that. And I said, wait a minute. You're on the show every week. Why should you get it? Jammer B, send Dick one of those Focusrite interfaces. And he did.
That's awesome.
And I'm on it now.
That's awesome. So I guess to round out the story, we did end up fixing the problem, but it was more of a hack than I think anyone on a production, like a real show would ever want to rely on.
And also with Windows, you never know.
Exactly.
One night they're going to say, let's just undo everybody's audio drivers.
The issue was that it was definitely a driver issue, and we had kind of narrowed that down last episode, but we just didn't have the time to really get rid of it. And the Microsoft drivers that Microsoft uses by default were no good, and that's why Dickie D sounded super deep last episode. So we had to uninstall all of that, and then you had to uninstall the manufacturer's drivers, but the manufacturer only supported up to Windows 7. And so anytime we try to install those drivers, it would big pop up and say, here's the listed, here's the OSs that we work on, and this is not one of them because we're on Windows 10. We did get around that by running the installer in Windows 7 compatibility mode, which first time I had ever done that. You right-click the EXE, choose properties, and choose that option. And that got it installed, but like you were saying, it's not... It's not something you want to rely on, that possibly your driver will get wiped out at the next update. And so, yeah, you're going to be way better on the Focusrite.
Yeah. So now I have that. And I also, you'll find this very funny. So there's a big pet show every year in Orlando called Global Pet Expo. And this year it's a virtual. So I signed up for that. And on Tuesday, I got an email saying, that the event starts tomorrow. We can't wait. You're all approved. And then I get I get like 8 emails in a row. You have decided that you want products available in Holland. Next email. You want products available in Germany. Next email. Australia. Luxembourg.
Wait a second. Every continent is... Wait, okay.
And they kept coming and coming. So I went into my account and I typed USA, gadgets. Well, they kept, and the next day there was another email. We are terribly sorry, and the only way we correct that is to purge the system. So you'll have to register again.
Ooh.
And you will be partly registered automatically, but as a buyer. So please go in and re-register yourself as I'm thinking, I think people who are doing this for the first time,
yeah,
get totally lost.
There's something I feel like there's almost something to be said of less automation in some cases, because if they would have just taken all your information and had it sent to an Excel style database, they could have figured it out from there. But the whole system decided, okay, well, send this out and send that out, and let's just get going. I was like, well, sorry, no, that wasn't correct.
No.
So, yeah.
And, people like you and Leo who have been in this, how to jump in there and do that. And then today they said there will be a Shark Tank event at noon with companies pitching new pet gadgets. And so I go on the website. There's not a word. I email the PR lady, do you have a link to where this event is? Nothing all day. And then at 7 o'clock, I get wrap up of the day. The Pet Shark Tank event was wonderful.
Oh, everybody loved it.
Did anybody see it? Because you never put a link. Anyway, we're here. We're doing it right. You can hear us. You can see us. I see in the chat room people. Yeah. So, well, you'll see my first gadget, and that will kind of explain why the background is different.
Why the new set?
Exactly. So let's jump in, and you'll see gadget 1 and 2 is why this big change for tonight.
So big doings at Disneyland. My HP monitor gave up the ghost. Okay, I just looked it up online. So this is 12 years old. It was the HP 24H. And it sounded like a great idea at first. And one of the reasons I was excited about it is if you were reading documents, it could turn sideways like that. Of course, the thing is, it has USB outlets on the side. And if you plug things in, then all the wires have to go with it. So I ended up just using it in the horizontal plane. And it worked great for 12 years and gave up the ghost. Okay. It turned out great because Dennis has the exact same model. Not the exact same model. He has the 23-inch, which doesn't pivot, doesn't have an adjustable up and down. But that sufficed while I bought a new one. And I thought, I'm going to get something really different. Okay. I got the LG ultra-wide monitor. Okay.
Wow.
IPS, HDR, COD, IOU, all of those things. Okay. So we're going to unbox it and see if I bought something too big for my studio. So it's a big monitor. And you know what else? I got a very big mouse pad to go with it. All right.
Is that the yoga mat?
No, that's a real yoga mat.
Ooh.
No, the little yoga mat, I could use as a mouse pad.
Yeah.
The stand is in a separate box. But I'll just get this out. I always had the fear that someone stole the monitor and sent me an empty box.
Is this a recurring nightmare?
So exciting.
Yes. Ever since I got that envelope and then an email saying your package was delivered. What?
That big?
Is it curved?
It's not overwhelming.
It looks curved, but it's not. For some reason, when I lifted it out, it looked curved.
Oh, and it's playing GizWiz.tv. Amazing. All right, so we're just going to look at what it's going to look like on the desk. And then we'll come back after it's up and running.
So 2 HMDIs, a data port, built-in speakers.
Okay, so the object here is...
CinemaScope.
It is CinemaScope. The object here is you could have the show running here, and you could divide it into thirds and have the show running on 2/3 of it and the chat room here. Something like that. Anyway, let's see what it looks like. We'll be back in a couple. Plugged it in. Tons of circles, buffering. And then the screen came up. So the last time when I closed it down, I was on gizwiz.tv. All right. So I'll tell you what my fear is. My fear is this monitor is so squat and so wide that it's going to say Giz Wiz TV. Okay. So let's go back to, I was on Chrome. Ooh. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. So this is good. So I've seen now that when you go in and divide the screen, it's almost like having a second monitor, I'm assuming. Okay. Anyway, so far I like this a lot. This is it. You're seeing it for the first time. Once I get the screens divided up, I'll do another quickie thing.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah. So the other quickie thing you'll see after I talk about the sound interface. And people in the chat room, someone said, I have that exact monitor. Oh. I love it. Someone said that my ultra wide is replacing my 3 24-inch monitors. Oh, yeah. I should have asked you to guess the price. Oh. I thought that was really reasonable.
It is. That is very reasonable. That is very reasonable.
I looked up that HP that I got in 2008. It was $450. Yeah. And I put in, what is $450 12 years ago equal today? It equals $1,436. So, and it's very bizarre. If you buy the black model, it doesn't have speakers. I truly don't understand this. Oh. Because someone said, why does one model have a W and one model not have a W? This was in the review questions. And the person answering said, if you get the W model, the W stands for white and it includes speakers. So,
weird.
So, yeah, it's bizarre. So I have 2 7-watt speakers with something they call Max, M-A-X-X audio. And you can flip between 2 HDMI ports, and it has a what's the other?
VGA, the blue one, the one with the pins.
No, the plug. What
display port?
Yes, display port, right?
Nice.
And FreeSync, whatever that is, and it could blue light reduction.
That's
so
nice.
It's pretty decent.
That's nice. I think if memory serves correctly, FreeSync is like VSync. You've heard of VSync, vertical sync, for AMD.
Yes, that's
things. And so there's also a thing called a G-Sync monitor for NVIDIA GPUs, things like that.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
It's a version of that.
Okay, and it's full HD, so it's 2560 by 1080.
Right.
The monitor is great. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the thing I watch most are I belong to Virtual Railroad, and it's 84 cameras on railroads all over the world. Mm-hmm. And when I put it on the wide monitor, the bottom is cut off, so I can't get to the volume control.
Oh.
And a couple of other things. I don't know. I have not found a way around that yet. Maybe the other person in the chat room who has the LG monitor can tell me how I can get to the bottom of my screen.
What's it called?
It's called Virtual Railroad. VR. VirtualRailroad.com. I think it's just VRRR.com.
And do you have to be a member of it to watch it?
There's a free camera that's always up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposedly $99 a year, but I signed up and it says your membership expires in 2024. So it seems like they're giving you 3 years. It's great fun because I have it up on 2 other monitors, so I can be watching 8. Oh, and you can pick how many railroads you want on the screen at a time.
Right.
So I can often watch 8 railroads.
I think you're talking about this. So I'm on their website right now.
That's it.
And it just seems like I think this is their issue, is that they've decided that this needs to be a 4x3 video player.
Okay.
So here's a tip, is if you are clicked into the browser, you can use the control key and the minus key, and it will shrink. It will like zoom out.
Okay.
And so you can use that to sort of scale a website. So right now, this is 75%.
I tried that. I couldn't get it to do it on there when I was in full picture on their site, but maybe they're doing it. Yeah. But I'll try it again.
Interesting.
But yeah, if you like trains, it's worth looking into, and you can do the free version. They put up a camera every day for free.
That's cool.
Okay, let's go. We'll talk about the audio problems from last week and show you a picture of what Leo sent me.
This is the old Blackjack Onyx mixer, a mic mixer, and it's time to move on to something new because it's like Microsoft keeps updating Win 10 and it doesn't work with Win 10 except Chad found an old driver, and anyway. It's time to move on because Leo Laporte said move on. All right. Ta-da. So this is the new, and this was compliments of Twit. Okay. This was really great. I was talking about how long would it work. And Leo said,
how long would the old driver work?
And he said, oh, you know what? You're on Twit every week. I'll send you a new one. Ta-da. The Scarlett 2i2, 3rd generation. 2 in, 2 out, all right? The first generations, they weren't very good. No. I know nothing about this, except it's spiffy. Second time this year we're using the word spiffy. It's from Focusrite, and this is it. Now, looking at the pictures of it, looking at the pictures of this and almost every other one, it's kind of interesting that when one company changes, I don't know if they have a meeting and they all say, let's all do the same thing. But the Blackjack had all the fittings in the back, okay? And it seems that all the new mic mixes, including the new Blackjack, the mics come out the front. All right. So it's going to make it a little clunkier to hook up, but I think it's going to be light years ahead. The other one is, I believe, 9 or 10 years old. So we'll hook it up and see what it sounds like. It's installed. So this is what it looks like in place. And I'm going to just turn a little light on it so you see it better. The only time you see a light is when you're talking, okay? This is mic 1, lights up green for normal, then it goes yellow when it's loud, and then it'll go into red for clipping. And then the only other way you know it's on is that the USB symbol is lit. Now, I'm hoping this is going to sound good with Chad. I did a quick test with Scooter X. What's strange is that for this to work, every dial is at full. The headphone is at full. The mic gain is all the way up. The monitor is all the way up. And we'll find out how it sounds. As a matter of fact, you will be, we're doing the show with this in place. So we're using this in place. That's one gadget of the night. This is another gadget of the night. Okay. So this is my return of my signal. This will be Chad and the Giz Wiz show. And this will be you folks, the chat room. Okay. So I can have everything on the one screen. So that's the 29 ultra wide screen and the Scarlett 2i2. And, oh, and even this. I didn't even like this for tonight. Okay. So all 3 gadgets here in one place on the Giz Wiz show. Cutting edge technology. Possibly.
Okay, so far everything's working great.
Yeah, and I've used the Focusrite before, and I've read many reviews of the Focusrite Scarlett, and it is a highly recommended device. Very good quality. It uses USB-C on the back, which is kind of nice. So if you're one of those people that's transferring everything to USB-C, this will be a device that can do that, and and you can have. Go ahead.
No, do you know what air means?
I saw that. No, I don't.
Yeah, no, I read it, and it says it makes your recordings brighter with a more open sound. So I guess maybe it only works within. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, it might be a guitar. A lot of these, and one of the reasons that the ports, the plug for your XLR has moved to the front, is a lot of these are now used for guitars and for home recording. Okay. And so you put that in there and
yeah, easier.
It's much easier to swap it out. It looks like the chat room is giving us some good information. The air button on the Focusrite Scarlett 3rd Gen interfaces. What does it do? This is way too much information for me to process right now.
Yeah, wow, I wanted it to emulate the boost in the high mid-range of the original ASA mic preamp. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
brighten the podcast guests.
As long as you can hear me.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect.
The air mode breathes life into vocals. I have no idea. If you like, you can hit it, see if you like it. If you don't, turn it off, basically.
Exactly. And they are $169.
$169.
And it comes with a lot of software, none of which I'll need, but it comes with the Creative Pack and the Ableton Light Live and, I don't know, the Time and Tune bundle.
You got some loops. You got your sound loops that you might need. Yeah. For podcasters, all that software is like, I needed to work with Skype. I need to work with Audacity. I'm good after that.
That's the only podcast question. Right. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
All right. There's a neat little story with that quickie little LED I held up, and this is it.
Here we are.
Okay, I can't resist deals of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year. So B&H sent me an email that the Sunpack LED 9 video light was on sale for $7.95, not the normal $24.95. Okay, it goes into a hot shoe. I don't even have it here. It takes a hot shoe, but for $8. Also, I get to use my Zip Snip. Oh my goodness. Zip Snip is great for clamshell packages. They meet their match. So that's another reason to buy this.
It's satisfying because you feel like you're just really hurting that clamshell.
Yes!
All right. So, oh, well, you know what? It doesn't even mention this. It has 2 filters on it.
It has a tungsten filter.
A warm light filter, and I guess just a regular filter.
Like a diffuser.
And it's simple.
That's nice.
Yeah, diffuser.
No. No screwdriver needed, okay? And I got 3 AA standing by.
Captain J says this is $2 on AliExpress.
I guess not. You know, I think you.
Oh, can you individually twist those?
They almost look like they would turn medium and high.
You can.
I guess it's too cheap to give you low. And it only weighs 2.1 ounces without batteries. Well, let's just use it without batteries. I don't want to lug batteries around. All right, so that. And that's that. And that's that. All right, so this is... Oh, I can't. Oh, that's what I thought. I thought if it stands on its own, I might be able to use it for fill light at some point. Oh God, that light is. You know what? These look like that they can turn a little bit. Wow, you know that must be the bright because it just wipes out that yellow filter. Let me just. Is that? That's high. Wait a minute, that was medium. Oh, that's medium. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I got it anyway. And then there's the clear filter that I guess it just snaps on. Oh, it does. It snaps in. So I went on their website. It's back to $25.
I agree.
The Sun Pack.
$8 worth it.
I didn't see that.
24.
A different one with 12 LEDs, and that's just $19.50. All right, and if you are more than just bargain hunting and you want it for a camera, it has a what's that? That's called a cold shoe, right? It also has a tripod fitting at the bottom. Okay, and when I used to do movies, like movies with a camcorder, with a regular film camera, I used a lot of Sunpack stuff. So that's it. Sunpack LED 9 video light, not the most flattering. Let me just see if this is any better. No. Oh, that was the soft light.
and it ends abruptly. Yeah, I like I said in the video, $8. Yeah, sure. $25.
No. And I totally don't understand the thing with those rotatable lights. Is do not rotate the light beyond the first right or left click.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what that means.
Interesting.
But yeah, $8, you can't go wrong.
Right. Yeah, it seems. Yeah, it seems like it could. There's a chance it could fit into a perfect moment of like, I just need a bit more light here, a tiny bit more. The Amazon version has 4 LED.
I know, and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Even on Amazon, the 3-light version is more. The 3-light version is still like $25.
Yeah.
But the 4-light version is $19.50.
It has good reviews too from the 7 folks that reviewed it. But that is
so if it doesn't have a contact on the bottom, it's a cold shoe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a cold shoe, isn't it? Not a hot shoe. Is it a hot shoe?
I think a hot shoe, I think, is when the camera can actually do
stuff with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I know probably all of those things are only for people who still buy cameras, real cameras.
Right. Right. Well, that's cool.
Anyway, that brings it. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
That's so. And you had mentioned before the show started, the monitor was one of the reasons that you're in this new location was because of that new monitor.
Yeah, I do like it that I have the chat room right next to the picture. The problem is I don't think this wide monitor, what I miss is the background of all my mad stuff.
Right.
And even though this doesn't look bad, my screen, I was able to block out my my kitchen full of boxes. And was able to use that LED light that you found that I absolutely love, so I can color my screen any color I want. So I'm going to try and get this 29-inch monitor on my regular desk. And if not, I'm just going to go back to my old setup, which is, a 23-inch monitor with the chat room up on top of it. But I wanted to see what this looked like, and it's fun. I see more of the chat room than I normally do.
Yeah.
But anyway, now I can always keep a railroad thing running on the side, and my work in the main part.
You've never had so much screen real estate. It's amazing.
No, and like I said, $230.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah, that's great. And I've always advocated spend money on the monitor. It always, when I was just starting off in computers, I would try to get just the cheapest monitor possible, just any monitor at all. And as I got older, I realized that's the thing you look at all day. Like that is, other than the mouse and the keyboard, it's like the only thing you actually like interact with all the time.
Yes.
So.
And when I looked at a regular, I said, well, this is what I had up here before. I said, what is a 24-inch monitor cost now? They're like from HP and stuff. They're $119.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. 24 inches is like itty bitty in today's standards. Like you're 32 at least.
I know, and I thought, if this lasts 10 years, I should get something. The video guy on Leo is always talking about HDR, so I thought, I have to get HDR. And you're right. If this lasts 10 years, why not have a big wide monitor?
Yeah, that's good.
I was thinking of Scott, who does the TV stuff on Leo's.
Scott Wilkinson,
Scott Wilkinson, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, that brings us to the final
theme
but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Gadgets that help you with productivity.
Ooh. So, productivity gadgets, in brainstorming, definitely some more. I felt like I needed more note-taking gadgets. So, I found this gadget, and I'm very interested in kind of the whole process of it. Recorded a video about it, so let's check it out. Hey Dickie D, so we are back with another productivity gadget, and this week is kind of a DIY set of gadgets. This is a brand called, I assume, Tool, T-U-L, and I found it at Office Depot, Office Max. And this is a way to make a planner. You can also buy their own sort of planners already made, but you can also design one yourself for your specific needs. So they have these discs. This is basically how wide you would want the planner to be. So I saw them in 1 inch, 2 inch, 1.5 inch sizes. Then we have a cover, and this set includes 3 different covers. And then I had my narrow rule, paper, but I saw different colors of paper. So I saw pink, I saw green. There's also different, types. So one might be more of a schedule instead of narrow rule. And then you can see these covers here. I have, I guess, when it says three unique cover designs, I guess one design is just this. So you got gray, this denim with the gold, and this rainbow version. So I'm going to kind of open this up and put it together myself. As you can see, the discs, well, maybe you can't see. Let me get this out. These discs are solid in the middle, and then they go into whatever paper or thing you're using. Now, this is definitely not a very standard, punch out of whatever this is, this paper or this cover. And they sell hole punches specifically for this product. So if you wanted, you can just get your own paper and use their hole punch. So right now I am putting together my first notebook. So I'm grabbing all of these rings, and you just kind of really push against this right here, and it kind of spreads the pages apart. And then you can put these rings on. And after I have this first sort of set, then I'll be adding more paper to my notebook. So there we go, that's all the rings on, and then I can grab some more paper and easily kind of just press it on each ring. It's fairly simple, but it is a little tedious, especially this first sort of set of stuff. But no issues with getting it done. So just adding the last, there we go. So now this is my notebook. I have a really nice back cover. This is the front cover. Opens like so. You got all your pages. You can write your notes. Obviously, you could expand to a lot more. The rings themselves are just about as annoying as a normal 3-ring binder. So, you know, sometimes it seems like it gets a little bit caught, but that's about what I'd expect from a 3-ring binder. If you're, you know, kind of focusing on it, it's pretty easy to make sure that you just follow that ring. This is the 1-inch rings, as it said on the packaging. And I use these bottom rings only. And I think that if you had the normal 8.5 by 11 size pieces of paper, then you would end up using all of them. But it looks pretty good. I'd say these are a little bit large. I could easily see these getting caught in a backpack or something like that. So if you want a very small notebook, maybe 1 inch is too big for you, or maybe try to fill it with even more pages. So I thought it was kind of a cool way to customize your notebook for exactly what you need. I saw quite a lot of accessories when I was there at the store, so you could really dig deep into getting everything you specifically need. Now, I bought the rings, the paper, and the covers, and that came out to $17. Well, before tax, it was $16.47. So the discs were $4, the covers were $7, and then the notes inside, those were $5.50. So not too expensive for sort of a, you know, designer-ish, custom, you know, do-it-yourself type of gadget. So I think it's pretty cool. Tool, T-U-L. Back to you guys in the studio. So they have a ton of other options on their website. So, you know, expect that if you're in there and you wanted something different, like a plan, you know, mine was just an arrow ruled, but if you wanted a planner, a to-do list, you know, whatever, you know, they have all sorts of different types of paper. And then of course you can do the hole punch if they don't actually provide a paper that's good and that, you know, fits your needs. And that's just about it, really. Tool.
Okay.
Tool.
Chat room wants to know about your T-shirt.
Oh, that was Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is another YouTuber, and yeah, he's very, very popular YouTuber. So yeah, I had a Mr. Beast shirt, and he has like a panther as a mascot, I guess. So yeah, that was my Mr. Beast shirt.
Great.
Yeah. Cool guy.
Now, I just wonder if Mr. Beast is ever going to have a Giz Wiz shirt. And he's going to say, oh, yeah, it's two guys. They talk about gadgets. It doesn't have the impact.
His impact would definitely, we would definitely see a Mr. Beast bump in episode downloads for sure.
Oh, really?
If he did that. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you mentioned his T-shirt.
Yeah. Let me just here. Let me just see what Mr. Beast's YouTube channel is. So OMG Craft, you know, they have, you know, I have a million something subscribers.
Yes.
You know, I have 1 million. Mr. Beast currently is at 55 million subscribers. So he's only, you know, 55 times the reach. Yeah. So yeah, he's kind of a big deal. His latest video got 35 million views. That's more than some television shows.
Oh, it's way
a lot more.
Way more than television. Television shows like 10 million is an amazing number.
Right. Yeah. At 15 million, you're Breaking Bad. You know, the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's he's kind of a big deal.
But you felt that he needed the money, and that's why.
Yeah, I wanted to support the small creators on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
that's very funny. That's very funny.
So there you go. That was the tool notebook. And yeah, so if you need a DIY notebook, head on over to your local Office Depot, Office Max, and get one. So next month, there will be a new theme for the Crappy Corner. If you're a Patreon patron, then you will be able to change the results of what that theme will be. So thank you to our patrons. Without further ado, let's head on into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse. Foghorn.
All right, so we haven't heard from Mo for a bit. So Mo is back with a as seen on TV kitchen gadget. Ooh. And here it is.
Hey guys, love the show. Please keep up the great work. Today I bring you a kitchen gadget. It is the Tater mitts, right?
Tater mitts.
Tater mitts.
Tater mitts, seen on TV, quick peeling potato gloves. So let's try them out and see how quick they are to peel. This is the box. And these are the
if you didn't see it, it says peels a potato in 8 seconds.
Sharp plastic.
Those look dangerous.
Or I should say rubbery. I don't know if this is plastic. This might be plastic or sharp. Well, they're grooves. They're plastic or they're rubber. The gloves themselves are rubber. They're regular dishwashing type of gloves, except for this.
So they're regular dishwashing gloves with embedded glass.
All right, I'm going to fast forward the peeling of the potato process, and I'll let you know what I think of them. This is just one of the gloves.
Okay, it's peeling it.
He's fast.
I'll be honest, even with the sped up footage, it doesn't seem like it's 8 seconds.
No, no, it looks more like he's shaving.
Huh. Yeah, this, huh. I don't want to, I mean, if you use this on your face, it would definitely exfoliate.
Oh my God.
So after peeling the potatoes, as you saw, I peeled one potato dry with no water, and then I peeled the other potato with water. Do not, if you're going to buy these, do not peel them when they get wet. It becomes very slippery, and I gave up. Too tiresome. My wife definitely would not be using these. I would not be using these. They're a workout. You know, a big strong guy like Dick and Chad, no problem. But for me, I'm not gonna use the strength just to peel a potato. It was a lot easier to do it with a knife or a potato peeler.
Uh-oh.
The gloves are going back. It's a do not buy. Again, this was the one dry. This is the one not dry. It became slippery once I wet it. I do not like them, and they are definitely going back. All right, I love the show. Please keep up the great work. Please stay safe, you and the fans. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, well.
All right, so the brand Mo bought suspiciously is no longer available, but there's another company, I sent you a link, that is producing what looks like the exact same gloves. At first I thought, oh, it got pretty good reviews, and then I see it got one review. Probably from the owner. Oh, it got...
I don't know about this.
No, I don't either. Yeah. I don't either.
Huh. Well, here, let's just to refresh our memories. Here's what it was like online. Oh, never mind. I thought I found the
the actual
ad.
Commercial? The actual, a scene on TV commercial?
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like I did. I found someone else's video about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Tater mitts.
In 8 seconds.
In 8 seconds! Can you believe it? Maybe it needed to be a baked potato before you could feel it.
Oh, that could be.
Possibly. Ooh, Scooter X did find, looks like a Alibaba version of this.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, $1.35.
There you
oh,
go.
That looks like the same thing.
Plus $8 shipping.
Oh, what?
$7.20. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this looks exactly correct. I mean, you know, maybe if you're a masseuse and you need to give an exfoliating massage, maybe this would be a great option.
You know, this would not be bad to get the grass off the side of my boat.
There you go.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Although
yeah, if you really need to scrub something.
If it would scratch the gel coat or not. I don't know exactly how rough it is.
Yeah.
But maybe for barnacles. Maybe barnacles have met their match.
Barnacle thing. Let me see. This thing doesn't seem like it's a very popular product on here. On this Amazon page.
on anywhere?
Yeah, Camelizer's not really doing anything. Okay. Yeah, not getting a good read on that. So yeah, a good gadget, Mo. Thanks for sending that up.
Yes,
good,
and
it's
saving us $9.
Good bad gadget.
I might buy a pair to clean my the bottom of my boat. It could be onto something there. Oh, someone just put the TV ad up online.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
In the chat room.
Perfect. Here we go. We're gonna listen.
Potatoes can take forever. Oh no, not with a knife. Peeling potatoes can take forever. Oh no, not with a knife. That's dangerous. Now there's a better way. Introducing Tater Mitts, the innovative new kitchen gloves. Simply rub and
what?
you.
How?
Are you kidding me?
How? How? There's not even debris enough for that to have been gone.
You're absolutely right.
Quick strokes. Look, just 8 seconds of actual time. And
nothing
presto,
came off. You're absolutely right. Maybe they just put brown paint on it.
It's the hassle-free way to peel potato.
It has to be. Either that or they have the land potato record, speed record, you know, athlete there with the potato.
After potato. You won't believe your eyes.
I think it has
nothing in the sink.
It has to be a cooked potato. We gotta watch this again. Here, I'm turning off the guy. Here we go. 0 seconds. There's no way. It has to be a cooked potato. A raw potato, that just would not work.
No.
Peeled potato. It's the hassle-free way to peel.
Okay. Yeah, no thanks.
Two. Now you can order Tater Mitts for the special TV price of only.
That was some movie magic right there. Did you notice? You never get to see the potato at the beginning of this shot before.
Oh, that's funny.
It's already peeled by the time she's rubbing it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Potato mix, not so much. I want to see. Did anyone in the comments? Oh, comments have been turned off.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking maybe somebody in the comments had some good info there. Okay, well there you go. Don't get the tater mitts.
I remember once I was in the makeup room of a show, and I said to the guy, "What is that terrible thing on the counter over there?" And he said, "Oh, that's this new as seen on TV product where it pulls hair off a man's chest." Oh. And he said, "I have to design it so that it looks like the hair came off the chest, but it's going to be on the tape when they pull it off." I said, "Are you kidding me? This is like a scam." And he said, well, they can't shoot the commercial more than once, so we have to design it so that the hair is already on the tape. And I'm thinking, doesn't sound exactly right to me. So it sounds like they did some makeup magic with these potatoes.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds like there's some, for illustrative purposes, you know, fine print there. Yeah. Not so good. Okie dokie. Well, thanks so much, Mo, for that hilarious warehouse. With that.
Exactly. And if you want to send in a video, okay, I think we're out of people who have never sent in a video before. So in the past couple of months, we had like 3 or 4 people who sent in a video for the first time. It's really easy. Just a 1 to 3 minute video anything to do with the gadget. You don't even have to be, if you're camera shy, you don't have to be in it if you don't want to. Just see the gadget, hear you talk about it, and shoot it in horizontal plane, okay? If you want to show yourself, that's great too. All right, 1 to 3 minute video, upload it to YouTube. When you download it, you can, there's a drop-down menu, and you can click unlisted, and that way only people with the URL can see it, and send us the URL, mail@gizwiz.tv, mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we show it, you'll get the current issue of Mad Magazine autographed to you by me. And if you live anywhere else in the world, we'll show you video, and I will send you a high-res image of one of those now 39-year-old Alfred E. Newman photos, autographed to you, and printed out at your end, and people will not know the difference from like a foot away. Mail@gizwiz.tv, okay? We could use something for next Thursday. Mail@gizwiz.tv.
Do it now. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Okay, Steve C. says, remember the blank mask you showed a few weeks ago?
Oh, gosh.
They have raised over $800,000. They have put it on Kickstarter, where they got 403,000, and they did it on Indiegogo, where they got $436,000. We are in the wrong. I mean,
They
who
don't
would
have. Oh my god! They don't even have it made. You know they are gonna go to a Chinese factory and produce these things. They're gonna be uncomfortable. They're gonna be one size fits all. They're gonna be.
And by the time they ship it, we won't be wearing masks.
We'll ship
Maybe
it in
they'll sell them as
2025,
baseball
and they'll go, you know, there's just no use. See you later.
Oh my gosh.
That's 3,700 backers on Kickstarter, and that's 4,230 backers on Indiegogo. Yeah. That's,
well, you know, I have a thought. Next week, we record the show on April Fool's Day. So instead of a letter of the week, why doesn't the chat room come up with just a one-line invention that Chad and I can put on Kickstarter?
Yes, we need Kickstarter ideas. We're going to crowdsource this.
We're going to crowdsource. We need your Kickstarter idea so Chad and I can make $1 million.
Right.
And we'll send you a Mad Magazine and one of Chad's T-shirts.
Right. So yeah, email the show, mail@gizwiz.tv, just with whatever, what's our
Dick
cut.
and Chad, you should be marketing this.
Right, exactly. Now, Web 8675 says, what is our cut? Entertainment.
Yeah.
This isn't going anywhere.
No, you're getting in, you're getting in on the ground floor of making no money.
Right.
Just like the show. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, nothing makes you more depressed than seeing somebody else's success for something.
Oh my gosh, $800,000.
How much did one of these cost individually?
Like, oh, that's interesting.
That's $9. Anyway, is that $10 a mask? No, wait. It was $90. It was $90 a mask.
What?
Okay. Anyway, that's it for the letter. Thanks, Steve, for making me reconsider my life choices. Appreciate that. Hey, you know what? Thank you to the patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for supporting the Giz Wiz and what we do. I just want to take this moment and say thank you. If you're a patron, you will be choosing what the next crappy corner is, and you can have a special place in your heart for how much you support the Giz Wiz. If you want to support, get on over to patreon.com/GizWiz and sign up there. You can also support via PayPal at our website, gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab, and there is a PayPal link on that page. However you support, we want to say thank you. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where we record the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. You show up just a bit before 7:30, and the website will be updated with the live stream. You can also head there for all of our previous episodes to find any of the old Giz Wizzes. You can also subscribe to the channel on iTunes. We're on, Apple Podcast. We got an RSS feed. We're also on YouTube as well. If you want to find a gadget that we covered on the show, head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website. He writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you want to find out more or links to where you can get them, it's all right there. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? It's a game show online that you participate in. We're halfway done with this gadget. Time flies, holy moly. But you gotta guess what this gadget is. And this is obvious to me that this is a cup holder for the new SpaceX spaceship. So if you think you know what this is, get a guessing. There are 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, but 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, or hilarious answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.